Konnichiwa, minasan. Ichiban sakeki narisa ikimasu. And today we are playing Attack of the B Team. Welcome. I wanted to give you guys and gals a preview of what I'm doing on the B Team mod pack made by the awesome minds of GenerikB and BDoubleo. So let's take a look around the grounds and see what's going on. My front lawn, spruce trees, sakura trees, um, and these jacaranda trees with white stained leaves. Off to the side, I have my Galactic Craft Tier 2 rocket. I've been to the moon and Mars and have a portal set up in my basement accordingly to get there and back. But here's my refinery and fuel loader for if I want to go up and build a space station. As you can see, I've messed with genetics, so now I can fly without having to morph into a bat, a fail or other flight creature. Just built this guy, the Alpha Titan. I run into that bug every now and then where you sit in the cockpit and you look left and right and the Titan does not. You just rotate in the cockpit. You can fix that by logging out, logging back in, and that seems to work for me. The front yard has magenta stained leaves and these two fountains with stone paths on nether brick. And as you can see, we have a visitor. I've got a slime pool over there. The colors that I used are Tennessee orange and Coca-Cola red. I looked up the hex code for both of these and went ahead and painted the wall. These are the Paul Soares Jr. Spider-proof walls. As long as you're in here, spiders climb up and they get trapped right under these slabs. So very cool for working outside at night. I've got a very small farm. This used to be full of things like cotton and mandrake root and all the other stuff that grows in this mod pack. But it looked too cluttered. It didn't look nice and neat. So I just have my nether wart set up with some sugarcane and a few carrots for my pigs. Mailbox and the white picket fence. What more could you want? Also outside, I have these micro blocks outside of clear glass from Tinker's Construct. Around the side yard, I have my beacon. Killed a wither a few nights ago and was able to make this beacon. Because of genetics, it sort of rendered this beacon useless because as of now, I'm sitting at jump boost 2 and resistance 2 just alone without the beacon. But it's nice to see it off in the distance. Have my iron golem guarding my dark wood trees from the nether, and these are on soul sand. Have my black horse whiskey here, a reference to the villain with Kirk Douglas. Very cool movie from the 70s. It was almost like a Wile E. Coyote spoof in real life with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Very, very funny movie. So he is my homage to that movie. Back here, I've used my safari net to capture villagers with some good trades. The butcher, 15 raw pork for an emerald, and this guy I maxed out. Because of genetics, I could shear myself, so I used up all this wool to get emeralds. I was hoping for melon though. So as you can see, I was looking to see if there was any other way to get melon seeds. The Attack of the B Team is running in 1.6.4, I believe, so there are no melons chilling out in jungles rarely. So I was hoping to get this guy on my good side to give me some melons, and he never did. Have my wheat farm here for my chickens and cows. Top of the morning to you. And my pigs for my raw pork chops. Over here was one of those straw statues that looks like a guy just surrounded by a ring of roses, and I thought it'd be funny just to burn it down, and little to my knowledge, there was a skeleton spawner right below it. So these skeletons spawn in, run along the conveyor belts and into the electric fence a la Paul Soares Jr. style, and then the water current takes it down here to the hopper and chest. This was an old-fashioned spawner trap with water back here and lava flowing down there, but it was getting loud and obnoxious, and I didn't like to hear all that water running all the time. But I did keep a single block of lava for garbage can purposes. My Archimedes ship floating up here, it's nothing much to look at, but it got the job done before I found a bat. On the roof, my advanced solar panels powering my oxygen collector and compressor for my air tanks, which I don't have any Galactic Craft stuff on right now, but whenever I go to space, I just plug this guy in with an aluminum wire and off he goes. The wire runs down and all the way down to the bottom floor. I've got some appliances there that run off of power, like this auto spawner. This became very helpful whenever I needed necrotic bones. And the wither skeletons I killed in the nether portal over there never dropped necrotic bones, so I just trapped them in a safari net, brought them back here, and I was spawning chickens to get some raw chicken for that villager. Could pull that back out, but this was very handy in getting my red heart canisters and then onto the yellow heart canister. Carpenter beds, upstairs, table and chairs, and a golden lantern. Downstairs is my Tinker's Construct area, pattern chests and all that jazz. The only thing I have here in my smeltery is half an emerald. With only one lava tank, I don't do that much smelting, and I always keep buckets of lava with me on hand to fill that up whenevs. I've got a map here of the house and the surrounding area. This used to be a huge hill that I just carved out with my handy dandy excavator. But I'll need to get the rest of the grass off to make it look presentable. One casting table and one casting basin. But the metal I do have is pretty substantial. I used a ton of it, of course, for Galactic Craft, making 2 separate rockets. But 31 obsidian, 17 emeralds, not the highest numbers ever in Minecraft for sure, but this is enough material to keep me going. My casts over here with my fiery bowstrings. But if my ores were never enough, I have my strip mine down here, and I'll just drop like so. And then up here is my oil reserve. So whenever I need to fuel up my rocket, refine some oil, this is where I do that. On down to the strip mine. You've all seen these before, but Attack of the B Team, I've ran into some interesting things in my strip mine. Poison Lake, and then down on one of these ends was like this poison green, brown, like sewage looking water that just messed me up when I was digging in, so I have that blocked off. But I've got a lot of stuff from the strip mine, and it's almost like a convenience store whenever you need iron. You just come down the strip mine, take a look at your shelves, and mine away. Inside, these covers are covering the aluminum wire that comes down from the solar panels, powering the fabricator, the furnace, and the compressor. This is where I keep my cobble and smoothstone, so whenever my furnace is empty, sometimes I'll just grab a stack of cobble, throw it in there, get some smoothstone. Radio and sewing machine. I messed around with necromancy a little bit to get my mascot Nash the Creeper in the house, and he's a minion, so whenever... Whoa, hey! He's doing the high step. Where are you going? Okay, this is fascinating. What do you see? Zed. No goose step salutes in my house. Got a line of drying racks up here for the zombie flesh, and I also have my M16 hanging up. I made a 249 and put it on the Atlas's left hand there. Over here we have our paint mixer and autonomous activator, complete with 6 shears. The villager was giving out shears for an emerald. Very bad trade, but I wanted to get that taking care of to see if he would give me a melon, but he never did. But thanks to genetics, I'm able to stand here and just get wool for days. So I did have sheep, but no more because I am the sheep. Anvil crafting bench, a food plus workshop. Don't really use this oven anymore since I have that electric oven here. My fridge is full with various items, and the freezer has came in handy for grabbing obsidian. So if you throw a bucket of lava into the freezer with an ice block or a cooling pack, you get an obsidian block. My flan section, printer and computer I don't use that much, but it looks cool sitting there. Got the TV there. Doesn't need power, which is always cool. I'm going to head to bed, sleep the night away, and that he scared me a little bit. I'm still not used to having a nice creeper in the house. It's kind of an oxymoron, the nice creeper. But I'll just get you off the stairs and down to the bottom floor. All right, heading outside. Oh, doorbell. Heading outside. I've got my infinite water source and my slime spawning pool. Let's grab some food. It's nice being a sheep at heart. It's almost like a second Milby. Over here is a nice ravine that I found while just leveling out this land. It was sitting there nice and awesome. Oh, rotten flesh. Apparently a zombie walked through the sunlight. But also down here, I have a zombie spawner that I found. It's really cool to have a dungeon so close to the house. But I have my anti-mob wall, except for spiders, but spiders don't usually come this way. But I just go into bat mode, fly through the top, and I have a very similar setup to Paul Soares Jr. Again for my zombie grinder, spawner, conveyor belts, and electric fences over here with the hopper and chest over here. Haven't done any real exploration back that way, just sort of cleared out the end of it, but haven't really gone through this ravine much, so there's still much to grab, and the ore generation in this mod pack is just insane. You'll never run out of stuff to make things with. However, over here is another village that is actually inhabited. My village over there is completely empty, but also down here is a ravine that I haven't checked out much. Hi, horse. Get off your high horse. Haven't really cleared this out much. Could be something to do, but haven't gotten around to it yet. Heading back to the house, surrounded by, a bunch of oak trees, redwood forest over there. But yeah, pretty nice setup. I spawned over there a little bit, so I just flew until I could find some horses, and I found a bunch of horses around here. Back here, I'm getting some work done, leveling this out. I've been using the Atlas is that an Atlas? What is that thing called? The Alpha Titan, not the Atlas. Don't know why I called it the Atlas, but cool name. The Alpha Titan to come through and just drill this cobble through here, although I'll have to be careful of the sludge located here. Nether portal back here, so I don't have to put up with the annoying sound, and the deserted village that I actually camped out the first night when I was getting all set up here. I actually slept in this little house so I could see my building progress. And that hole is from the Titan as well. I just went in the side of the mountain to see what it could do. The items that I'm packing, let me just throw this away. Boop. Grab some food. Not too awful many items I've collected. I'm of the mindset that if you have more of 64 of, say, bones, I have a skeleton grinder, so there's no need for, more bones than a stack because I don't want it taking up space. I thought about getting rid of the seeds and beans because I don't use them. However, 21 blocks of diamond with 7 left over, 106 blocks of redstone, 2 left over. Lapis, 45 blocks, some good as far as enchanting purposes. Only 2 pages worth of stuff. If I don't use it, I will throw it. I am not a hoarder because I have 4 chests down here with the GenerikB routed interface pipe and request pipe system. 2 of these chests are completely full. This one has just a few spots left open, and this one's pretty much empty. My enchanting area, my berry bushes back here, ow. Aluminum, copper, tin, and then essence. Very handy when leveling up. Little brewing stand, complete with the potions of fire resistance that I've made. I want those melons for health regen. Netherwart spider eye. The portal that can go to the moon and Mars. I have a couple bases set up between these two. And back here is the BDoubleo DNA genetic section powered by the leadstone energy cell, steam dynamo, and aqueous accumulator with a pulverizer attached to the end because I needed quartz shards, and I turned all my quartz into blocks to save space, and I actually needed quartz shards, so made that into a pulverizer. Got a small diamond reinforced chest here with my essential space stuff and my armor stand with full steel plate. But pretty happy with the house, the way it looked, the way it turned out. It's a nice living area for sure. Location, location, location. Up north, there is a huge redwood tree, like 400 blocks tall redwood tree that I might make like a summer home. But around here, you know, everything you could ever want. But I'm pretty happy with the results. This is my first time playing the mod pack, so I just saw, you know, BDoubleo and GenerikB play it, and I'm like, I gotta get on that. Looks like wicked fun. And it is indeed. It really is fun. So this is a sort of look at where I'm living, where I'm staying in Attack of the B Team, what I'm sort of working on. Don't know if any Let's Plays will come from it, but I just wanted to get online and show everyone what I'm thinking because those guys really inspired me to play this mod pack and really get into Minecraft and spend some serious time doing all this stuff. So thanks to BDoubleo, GenerikB, and the rest of the guys on the B Team server. And thank you for watching. Until next time, this is Sakaki no Risa. Ikimashou. Have a good day.